We'll make this one very short. It's a study on, reasoning together about the name of our deliverer once again. It's been so confused. People are arguing over the internet about the suffix sha. Some teach that the suffix sha, which is just basically this sheen ayin, we have yod, hey, ua, sheen, ayin. This is the suffix, and that basically is being misunderstood because people are looking in their concordance and grabbing an idea like it means a cry for help. It doesn't mean deliverer. Well, it's a matter of context. So let's talk about that. They teach that the suffix sha in the name Yahusha carries a negative meaning. But here's the truth, and it will help explain this to those who are confused by incorrect teachings. The suffix sha in Yahusha is the same suffix in the name Elisha, the one that came after Eliyahu is a prophet, Elisha. And they call him Elisha, but it's really an aleph at the beginning of his name. And it's part of the name Yashayahu, the prophet they call Isaiah. The prophet Isaiah is really 6 Hebrew letters, Yod, Shin, Ayin. There's that Shin, Ayin. And Yod, Hey, Ua. It's Yasha, Yahu. There's also a person whose name is Yerusha. It's a female. And it's got an aleph at the end of her name, but it means the same thing. And all of these use the same basic suffix. Teachers are perhaps unaware of the context, which plays an important role in the meaning of Iberith or Hebrew words. Picking the worst definition of a root word from a concordance is the wrong way to teach Iberith or Hebrew. The number of times each word is found in the scriptures helps illustrate the importance of the word. And the overwhelming winner is the name Yahuwah, which is 4 letters called the Tetragrammaton. I've got a little picture of those Hebrew letters right here. There they are. And that's Yod, Hey, Ua, Yahu, Yahuwah. 4 letters. They're vowels. There's no clicking or buzzing or anything like that. That's what a consonant does. Now, this important name is incredible. It's used almost 7,000 times. Far more. If you look at a concordance, it goes page after page, column after column, and no other word does that. Now, the word Yeshua, you're going to discover a little more about that today. Yeshua is a diminutive form that's found one time as a name. It's found 28 times, basically, but there's one time when it's used as a name, and there's a reason for that. See, we're reasoning together. We're going to understand why. Why is that word there? Why is it a diminutive form used there? It's found one time at Nehemiah, or Nehemiah, chapter 8, and a reference to the same person that succeeded Musha, or Moses, when he took him into the land. Well, that's interesting because we're going to look at that. The reason is going to be given here at the end of this. There's another 6-lettered spelling of the same person that's found 2 times. Now that is found at Deuteronomy 3, verse 21. Look at a concordance interlinear. In an interlinear scripture, if you can find it. And then look up the word. Yahusha is found as Yahushua. There's a Yod, He, Ua, Shin, Ua, Ayin. Yahushua. Now that's requiring 6 Hebrew letters. Now there's 2 places where that's found. Deuteronomy 3:21 and Judges 2, verse 7. Look in an interlinear, and you'll see it. There's 6 letters that spell this person's name. It's the same person. Now, there's also a high priest that's mentioned in Zechariah chapter 3, and that's at verse 1. Just look at that in an interlinear. It's the same word, Yahusha. And that's 5 letters in that case. But the 5-lettered form is found 216 times. And all are used in the scriptures. And after the captivity in Babel, the Yahudim severely suppressed uttering the name in any way, including with the suffix. So here's what we have here. Because of this serious suppression, because the Babylonians were calling them Yahu's, they wanted to hide the name of Yahuwah. And they made it carry the death penalty if you ever said it, especially if you weren't a priest. Now, this suppression started after the Babylonian captivity. What happened after the Babylonian captivity? Well, Nehemiah, the governor, came back and helped the people that were returning. About 10% of the people came back from Yehuda. They came back to Jerusalem to rebuild the walls, the gates, and the temple. Well, what were they doing in the meantime? They were suppressing the name. So everybody referred to, when the word came up, the word Yeshua was used. So instead of Yahusha, they wouldn't use that word because it was, oh, you just said the name, you know. You don't want to do that. And it became more and more severe as time went on. And the Sanhedrin that developed, they were killing people in the days of Yahusha for saying the name. And he was bearing the name because he came in the name of his father. Who's his father? Yahuwah. And the Father dwelled in him fully. And we've got a situation here because his very name isn't the Jabberwocky. It's the real name, Yahuwah. And it's contained with a suffix, Yahusha. Now that means that it has some logical reason why they suppressed this name, because they just got in the habit of it. So all are found in Scripture, of course, but after the captivity in Babel, and they came back under the governor Nehemiah, you could get stoned to death for uttering the name Yahusha or Yahuwah. Nehemiah 8 will explain this to you, that this word in the interlinears, you'll see it written Yeshua, and that's why. So Yeshua, which is concordance number H3444, became more popular as a replacement to miss the name. The real name is explained in an article that you can download for free at torazone.net. It's called the Real Name Article Download. I'll put the link to that article in the description below if you're interested. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next exciting video. Bye.